Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Sim World 5 video. Today we are back on the Kassel to Würzburg route by Dovetail Games, and we are in the expert level DBBR 101 by Train Sim Germany using the gameplay pack for this route that Train Sim Germany released specifically for Expert 101 services. And we are in the Einziganders livery. And we've got a double header. Nice. So yeah, we've got the Einziganders 101066 on the front and 101079 on behind net. And I just noticed this. Look at the track reflections. It's got a rainbow track reflection. That's so cool. So yeah, we're doing a high-speed intermodal cargo service up to Kassel. This is so cool, man. Like, it is very rare to see freight runs with the DBBR 101. So yeah, let's get everything set up real quick. So let's get the cab light on. No, wrong one. Wrong way. There we go. So headlights on. We've already got multiple unit protocol in effect. So 918. Now I gotta remember what the train length is. Overview. Oh. Yeah. We gotta sit back down, for goodness sake. Overview. 538, so that's basically 540. 540. Maximum allowed speed is already good, because we are in the description of this timetable service, it says you have to be at a maximum speed of 140. So yeah, let's just go in, make sure that faults are off, and let's reset the faults if there are any, and change the contrast. Let's go over here, change contrast, check for any faults. There are none. Yeah, so unlock the brakes, put them to running, timetable light on, headlights reduced, train lights we can turn off, doors are locked, turn the electric train supply on. Please? Okay, I think it's already on. It looks as though we could have up to 4 locomotives coupled up in formation. That's locomotive 1, locomotive 2, how much electricity each locomotive is pulling, which is pretty neat. Brightness, there we go. And let's also change U3 and enter. Yeah, I was originally planning for this video to be with the no, that's not it. Back. What's the train number? Nope, that's not it. Hang up. That was I was trying to contact the signaler there. I cannot remember how to do this. System. Menu, is it? No, back. There we go. What's our train number? 50,000. And then we hit. Nope, 50 and enter. So yeah, I think that's how you do it. Okay. Yeah, next stop, 171 kilometers. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Sorry. Wow. 171 kilometers. Line. I don't know what I'm doing, viewers. I'll just say that right now. So yeah, we only have one stop all the way. I think that, yeah, I think I'll just have to leave that off. I don't remember how to do it, so let's just give it 80%, just as a quick test. Here we go. I also have the map zoomed all the way out because that is a great way to improve your frames per second for some reason. Ooh, MRC BR185. Let's see what else we've got. Got a few 425 scattered about. And another 101. Doing a double ender. Nice. Man, this is such a good DLC. If you have... Oh, shush. If you have the Expert 101 and haven't gotten this Kassel to Würzburg DLC yet, then I would highly recommend it, because it adds some operations which you don't get with the 101 on other routes. Like, it has some scenarios with tracks ripped up. It also has yeah, it has quite a lot of stuff which you don't usually get. Yeah, and I also just love driving currently the only expert level locomotive for TSW. There is another one coming. It's also by Train Sim Germany, and it is the DBR145 electric locomotive, but I will not be getting it as it is for the Leipzig to Dresden route, which I will never probably get because it I totally forgot what I was going to say, because Dovetail specifically screwed over people who already owned Nahverker Dresden with that route. Alright, we are cleared up to our top line running speed for today. Man, I've actually never done a full freight run on Kassel to Würzburg, because with a normal freight locomotive, it takes 2 hours. Yes, 2 hours, but with this gameplay pack, the Expert 101 can do 2 high-speed intermodal services. This is the shorter one. So yeah. Beans. Frames per second, it's doing decently. Everything's looking good. We're already at 120, which is what normal freight services are limited to on this route. I do like the Einzigander's livery. That it was added as a free update a few months back, and it's become my favorite livery on the 101. Alright, come on, buddy. Yeah, we've got Elza B. Oh, I do want to quickly change something. I want to change the LED brightness. There we go. Okay. For some reason, it gave me the accolade for using the instrument lights, even though they're activated by default. Okay. Ooh, look at all that freight down there. Neat. Yeah, and there we go. We are at our top speed. Now, all I just have to do is press the CFA pedal every so often until the LZB zone ends just before Kassel at about 150 kilometers. Wow. This is fine. This is fun. I do like this. I do like driving the 101 and doing something interesting with the 101 especially. You can barely see. There is actually, but if you want to do faster freight, there is actually a what was it? A bug with the original timetable for Köln to Aachen, where the LZB allows you to get up to 200 kilometers an hour. So if you're in something like the Vectron, You can thrash that at 200 kilometers an hour on the section from Düren to Köln with a freight train, and it looks ridiculous. That's a bug that still hasn't been fixed. But it's honestly pretty hard to be angry at the Dovetail team when everyone there seems so nice. Unless we have some adverse signals, we should get there pretty quickly. We actually don't. We actually only have 9 minutes. It's actually only 9 minutes to midnight. Wonder if we'll see any other trains today. I know it's zoomed all the way out, but that, for some reason, that improves the frames per second on lower end machines, and goodness knows I need something like that. Being able to run up to 4 locomotives in formation is so cool. So annoyed. Oh, hello. Another train. It is a... Wait, is that a light loco? Yeah, it is. Berlin auf Bahnhof to Munich. Oh, hello. We have a red signal ahead. How is this supposed to be a quote-unquote high-speed intermodal if it can't go full throttle? What? Who's ahead of us? What's the problem? What seems to be the problem here? Is there someone ahead of us? Oh yeah, hello. Kurtischi to Rheinhausen, DGS 4656. Dang it, that's another freight service because that isn't a 101. So we're limited. So yeah, we have to slow down for him. Dang it! That is so annoying. He's limited to 120, and I'm limited to 140, and yet he got put ahead of me. Thanks, dispatch. I know Train Sim Germany did a superb job on the timetable. They referenced real-life materials, and so on, yada yada yada. But that's still very annoying. Like, who gave them permission to do that? Like, come on. That's a yellow signal. Hopefully we don't get stuck behind this Kurtischi to Rheinhausen guy. That's so annoying. At least it provides a bit of variety and it's not just green signals all the way, but it's still very annoying. Oh, nope, never mind. Wait for the dynamic brakes to release and then give it the beans. I really hope we don't get stuck behind this guy. That'd be very annoying. Yeah, if you're wondering what our service is, it is KT 50,000 München Rhein to Hamburg Billwerder. And this is realistic for the 101 to be running freight. At, like, if there are spare 101s running around that aren't needed, then they can be appropriated for freight services by DB, which is pretty cool. There are not too many routes where you can do freight services with the 101. I believe alongside this route, which is Kassel to Würzburg, with the Expert 101 gameplay pack and Expert 101 DLCs active. There is also Dresden to Chemnitz, Toronto Romp, and there is also where you could do a few freight runs with that, and you could also do a few freight runs with the Flix train Vectron, of all things. And then also you can do what was it? I'm trying to think of what it was. There was Bremen to Oldenburg. Yes, Bremen to Oldenburg, where Bremen to Oldenburg, you can do a couple of manifest runs, one from Bremen to Oldenburg and one from Oldenburg to Bremen, and then there are a couple of empty stock moves as well. One from Bremen to Oldenburg, one from Oldenburg to Bremen. But yeah, and then this route, and then this gameplay pack allows you to, for the Export 101, to do two high-speed intermodal runs, like the one we're doing now, a few sleeper runs, a few light local runs, and then some express runs. This is so annoying how we're stuck behind this guy. Come on, power! Is he getting off? Please tell me he's... Oh, hello, there's another train coming. That is a MRC BR185 with a mixed train. Habins and whatever those wagons are, which I can't remember the name off the top of my head. For goodness sake! Alright, is the moment of truth. Is he getting off? No, he's not. He cannot. No. He could get off at the... He could get off onto that track. But... Please, 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 please. Here's the moment of truth. And no! We're still going to be stuck behind him. Damn it. Damn it. That's annoying. That is very annoying. We're supposed to be a high-speed intermodal, and yet we're stuck behind plebs. It's so annoying. Come on, mouse wheel, stop. I will be getting a new mouse at some point, viewers. Oh, my mouse wheel has just about had it. Holy moly. Alright, shut the power off. And there we go. Good thing we've got LZB controlling the speed for us, otherwise this would be an absolute pain. We've still got 150 kilometers to go. Ugh. Oh, never mind. I think I might just let the train do our speed. Oh, I was hitting the throttle button, but instead of hitting A, which increases my throttle, I hit Q to hit the CFA pedal. So annoying. Can't believe how far we have to go. Still have 151 kilometers to go, and there we go. It's the next day. 10 seconds past midnight, ladies and gentlemen. I'll just let the train control my speed, because why not? The LZB system will know how to control my speed. Yeah. What I was actually going to record before I decided to record this was I was going to record a video on the evacuation scenario where you have to go up to an Ice 3 and evacuate the passengers using the Expert 101 on this route. However, it has a very the scenario has a very annoying thing where even if you go 1 meter past your official stop point, it fails the whole scenario and relegates you almost back to the start, which is incredibly annoying. So I've decided I won't touch that scenario again and just decided to do something a tad more simple. Oh dear. Alright. Oh, never mind. Good thing we've got Elsa Beer. This would be driving me insane right now. Have we got the train in front of us rendered in, which is why my frame rate is somewhat lower? I don't know. Hard to tell. So annoying. $144 to go. Basically an eternal cycle at this point. How far is he up ahead? Hello, what speed are you going? 104 out of 120. So yeah, he's basically 40 kilometers an hour under my limit. So annoying. Oh wow, we could actually see some scenery now. Lol. For goodness sake. Why is this guy so slow? We're still going. But wait a minute, where did that other guy go? Did he go onto the other track? Yes! He got shunted aside! Woohoo! There he is. Look, he's right there. Yes. Yes! Woo-ha! That's brilliant. Finally, we could get back up to line speed without being constantly slowed down. That was ridiculous how much we were getting slowed down by. Alright, let's have a look at... Let's just make sure OBS is doing everything. Lovely jubbly. Alright. Flying along. You haven't even... This is just Bergson. It's going to take so long to get to Fulda that it's not even funny. Oh, hello. There's another 185, I think. There's the train that we were getting put behind on our right-hand side, which is another intermodal, ironically. There's a locomotive at the other end. Hang on, I want to go into photo mode. I want to see what this was. Oh, it's an MRC 185 again. Ah, dear. Yeah, he had a top speed of 120 with those as the legal maximum, but he was doing only 104. No wonder you're getting stopped so often. And that's a good thing, because now we could go to our top speed, and he could go to our, we could go to our top speed. station off to our left there. Can't remember what it's called. I think it's like Bergson Station. But I think it's only served by local lines that you can't go to in timetable mode. Everything appears nominal. We won't have any faults to worry about, thankfully. I wish there was a way to activate a fault system where the faults would only trip a circuit breaker, because certain types of faults cannot be fixed. Anyway. "127 kilometers to go." Hang on. How bright is this? Yeah, barely visible. I was thinking those street lamps would provide some light for a thumbnail, but no. I know this is not like the legal maximum this line allows you to do. I think that's 280 kilometers an hour, but only one train can do that, the Ice 1, and it doesn't run at this time of night. So yeah, we're technically the fastest train on this line, apart from a couple of sleeper trains which are limited to 200, which are also hauled by the 101. Yeah, I could turn the machine room lights off. Hang on. There we go. Actually, no, they weren't on in the first place. What am I doing, man? The Kassel to Würzburg line is pretty quiet normally. There aren't too many high-speed services that come up and down here. But at night it's even quieter. Just our luck that we got stuck behind one of the only freight trains. 111 kilometers to go. Where are we? About 2/3 of the way between Würzburg and Fulda. Once we pass Fulda, that is the halfway point, and we can keep going. All systems nominal. We appear to be doing well. Apart from the fact it's dropping frame rate. Oh, never mind, that's because of a train going by. We're nearly to Fulda. I'd say we're about 3/4 of the way there. I know this makes for absolutely riveting gameplay, but yeah. How much longer till we... yeah. This line here is the Kinzigtaubahn line to Frankfurt, which is... oh, hello. Another 185 with an empty intermodal train. And yeah, that line is already represented in TSW with the Kinzigtaubahn route add-on, which is the base TSW5 route, with Kassel to Würzburg being the base TSW3 route back in the day. Wow, that's crazy to think about, that this route is almost 3 years old. Yeah, just a few more days and this route will be 3 years old, which is mental. Wait a minute, there's 3 trains stacked up behind this guy? Another double-header 185 with an intermodal. My goodness. There's 3 trains stacked back to back, and yet that line is really empty. That's so funny. Yeah, I think it was 175 kilometers that we have to travel today. And yeah. And we're almost at the 100-kilometer mark. And there's another one! There's 4 stacked up, back to back. It's another 185. No, that's a 101. That is a 101. It's a 101 sleeper that's got caught up in the queue. That's hilarious. 3 185s and a 101. What is this service? Hamburg Altona to Wien Hauptbahnhof. That is so funny. That is hilarious. 100 kilometers to go, ladies and gentlemen. We've covered just under half the trip. My goodness. But thankfully, now that that 185 coming from Italy has got out of the way, we should get to Kassel pretty quickly, unless there's an issue. I suppose that is the advantage of what is it? Of the German and French and British high-speed rail systems over the Japanese high-speed rail system, because all Japanese freight runs on 3-foot 6-inch gauge. It can't run on the high-speed lines at night because they're standard gauge, so the lines lie unused throughout the night. But what was it? I'm trying to remember the German, French, British, etc. systems are all on standard gauge, so they can have freight trains run on there at night like we can here. But yeah, we're just about to cross over the Kinzigtauban. We are approaching Fulda at a high rate of speed. We will have to slow down to 100 to go through Fulda. All trains through Fulda that go through Fulda and don't stop have to slow down to 100, which is a shame, but it's just a short temporary speed restriction. It doesn't, and especially since we aren't stopping now, save even more time. Man, I know this isn't like a video I'd normally do, especially since it's at night and it's a freight video, but I wanted to do something that was a bit out of my normal mold of videos. Crossing over some kind of, looks like an autobahn. Yeah, that looks like an autobahn. With a lot of traffic on there, considering it's midnight. That's for sure. Alright, line speed is gradually coming down, with 94 kilometers to go. Which means we're nearly at the halfway point. Fulda basically represents the exact halfway point of our trip today. No, that wasn't another train. It's just street lamps, that's all. Oh wow, the speed limit goes up to 280 meters for like 280 kilometers an hour for like 10 meters, and then it goes back down to 200. Is that realistic? Surely not. Yeah, speed limit comes down to 140 in a minute. We just cross over to Kinzigtauban. We already crossed over to Kinzigtauban. Ooh, hot air balloons ahead. I think that's the mastery reward for this route. Showing up. That looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. Yeah, we'll probably experience lower frames while going through Fulda because, well, it's a station and more stuff's loading. Oh, here comes the Kinzigtauban merging in. Still green for the track section ahead. There's the hot air balloons. Nice. But we can't really take a thumbnail with them because, well, Well, yeah, we can't. Too unlit. It would look pretty terrible if I did this as a thumbnail. I have done night thumbnails, but a couple of night thumbnails before, and understandably, the videos did pretty those videos did pretty terribly. I'm not gonna lie. All right, after this signal, we should have a. Yep, that should be. That's the yells of B telling us we have something ahead. Yeah, G, the little red G popping up, flying along. And there's the 100 limit warning sign. We're coming into the South Fulda Yard. Oh my goodness. Game's lagging a bit. That should be our only speed restriction before we get to Kassel if there isn't a train that goes ahead of us. Green signal ahead. All lines to our left have a caution in effect. Oh wow, we slowed down to 83. What? That's hilarious. Brakes on this are pretty dang powerful. Here's Fulda. Sound the horn just to let people know there's a Vectron, Railpool Vectron, I think. There's the route hop marker to the Kinzigtaubahn. Let's get a thumbnail, why don't we? Since there's a good amount of lighting here. Come on. Let's do some field depth. There we go. And let's get some motion blur. But it's not too obvious. It's just a subtle effect. There we go. There's the route hop marker to the Kinzigtaubahn. Should also drop down a quick game save just in case. Yeah, we'll be clear back up to 140 momentarily. Yeah. A run from Fulda to Kassel normally takes half an hour, even with the BR101, which is limited to 100, which is limited to 200. I'm sorry. Well, the fastest train, the Ice 1, which is limited to the line's maximum speed, which of 280 is, yeah. We appear to be catching a freight train from behind. Let's have a look at this. Yeah. I think he'll be branching off though. Yeah, he's 100% branching off. That's ironic. We're racing trains in one of the quietest areas of the timetable. We're clear back up to 140. Let's punch it. There it goes. Zoom back out. Come on, zoom out. Oh gosh, my mouse wheel is so done for, man. 84 kilometers to go at 140 kilometers an hour. That should take just over half an hour if we don't have any trains in front of us. But mind you, that's not in a straight. That's the distance in a straight line, and not the distance. Yeah. Wow, okay, why are my frames so low? Oh, you're kidding me. We have a red signal ahead. Is there another train ahead of me? Yes, there is. It is the Nürnberg-Hafen to Hamburg Wasserstoff. And he's going 87 kilometers an hour. Oh, no! Not again. Why? 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 Where's the next track diversion? What is another train coming? Is that another train coming? No, it's just my imagination. Where's the next track diversion? At Langenschwarz. Which is not for a bit longer, I'm afraid. Dang it! Come on! So annoying. Oh, we're clear back up to 140. At least we don't have too far until the next diversion. That's if that train in front of us gets diverted in there, of course. Yellow signal. Oh, excuse me. Yawning. Oh, and we can go back up to 140. We'll just keep on getting slowed down and sped up until we get to Langenschwarz, I think. Where is he? Has he gotten there yet? No, I don't think so. Where is he? Yeah, there he is. Is there a clear signal into Langenschwarz for him? There's a green signal for a down train. I don't think Langenschwarz is long enough to handle his train. Dang it! So annoying. Like, why? Why? Still have 75 kilometers to go, which means we have covered 100 kilometers, which is good. Oh wow, we got up to 43 kilometers an hour that time. he is. He hasn't even gotten to Langenschwarz yet. You get 90 out of 100. He's limited to only 100? Goodness gracious. Yeah, Langenschwarz isn't long enough to handle his train, I think. No, it is not. Dang it! That's so annoying. That is very, very annoying. Actually, I have an idea. I'm going to pause the recording here, and I will come back once my computer is cooled down somewhat. Alright everybody, I'm back. Let's keep going. And I forgot we were still behind this stupid train. Hang on, I want to try something real quick. Yeah, you probably heard that. No, it didn't work. Seeing if unplugging one of my devices would have worked. Oh yeah, we're getting a full stop this time. Nope, never mind. Did he get shunted into Langenschwarz, I mean? No, there we go. No! He got... Where's the next diversion place after Langenschwarz? Oh wow, it's not for a while, and it is at Kirchheim, but it is long enough to accommodate the train. But it is not for a while, sadly, so we are going to be stuck behind this guy for a good while longer, sadly. Gosh. 69 kilometers to go. Nice. I'm just pointing that out because it's the funny number, of course. Gosh, we're good. It's gonna take so long to get to Kassel. That's right. So annoying. At least we are still moving and we aren't caught up in like a glitched traffic jam or something. computer's not having fun, I'm not gonna lie. Oh dear. Oh, there goes another train. Probably a 185. I didn't see it because I was looking at something else, but yeah. Intermodal 185. It's going to be a long time before we get back to Kassel. Goes a 185 tanker train. I'm going to get so many points for this because A, I've traveled over a huge distance. B, I'm going to be using the safety system. C, it'll take such a long time. Wow, we're finally not in a tunnel. That's amazing. I wonder what that was. Oh, that was the other high-speed intermodal service. I didn't even notice. That's pretty cool. He was able to go at his top speed, because of course he was. Under 60 kilometers to go. Oh, come on! Dang it. Alright, how's Mr. Train in front of me doing? Where has he got to? Yeah, there he is. How much farther? Not too much farther to Kirchheim. Please tell me that he's going to get routed in there. That'd be great. "55 kilometers to go." There goes another train. Another intermodal. It's actually quite busy, considering how many services I've seen. Come on, buddy. And that's another red signal, for goodness sake. Yes, he got rerouted. Oh, thank heavens. Oh, phew. Override that. Alright, we can finally get it back up to line speed and cover the 50 kilometers to Kassel, Wilhelmshöhe. So, exactly where in Kassel am I going? Okay. Going into this I'm going into track 6. Okay, interesting. They get... Yes. See you, chub. I am out of here. Yes, finally. Finally, I'm not limited to... I'm not stuck behind that car transporter, and I can finally get back up to line speed. Another 185 with a mixed train. 44 kilometers to go. I accidentally left the throttle on 80%, yet still got up to line speed and held it, so that's good. There's another train with some intermodal wagons. "40 kilometers to go out of 175. I'll take it. Pretty uneventful trip so far, apart getting stuck behind two trains that shouldn't have been put in front of me, but hey. It's the real schedule, can't really complain. I wanted max realism, and I got this add-on, and I got max realism. Or rather, these add-ons, plural, Expert 101 and the Expert 101 on Kassel Würzburg gameplay pack. I'm going to get so many points for this run. My goodness. "36 kilometers to go." It's 1 a.m. "33 kilometers to go." "30 kilometers to go." Should probably drop down a save while I'm thinking about it. There goes another train with some Habens wagons on the back. I don't know why my frame rate just decreases like that. I don't know why. There's another 185 as an intermodal train. We've seen so many freight trains on this run, it's crazy. Only 1/7 of the trip left to go. "20 kilometers to go." While I'm thinking about it, I should drop down a save and give my computer some time to cool down, so I will return in a moment. Alright, I'm back. Let's keep going. really hope I can complete this trip. And not, like, do a spat at the last moment. That'd be pretty terrible. At least we don't have any more freight trains in front of us all the way until Kassel. Because we got blocked coming out of Würzburg and Fulda. But I don't think we have any more blockages until we get to Kassel, which is nice. And we will have to contend with the end of the LZB section just before Kassel. We've been in LZB basically for the entire trip. Kilometers to go out of 175, which means we are under 10 and we have under 10% of the trip left, which is just great. This is the first time I've actually completed a full freight run on Kassel to Würzburg, because it normally takes like 2 hours. Kilometers to go. There's another train. Okay, when is the end of this LZB zone game? Please tell me. I'm pretty sure this is one of the longest runs that the BR101 can do in TSW, the expert BR101, I can say. We do have a red signal ahead. Because there's a train ahead of us. Look. There is Mannheim to Hamburg. We do actually, but it's so close to, yeah. There's actually a, there is actually Mannheim in TSW. It's included with the Pfälzische Ludwigsbahn route, but I haven't got that one yet because it doesn't include any rolling stock that's new to the game, and includes the wrong variant of the ICE 3M for the area. I hope that LZB zone doesn't end before that red signal. .6 kilometers to go. Yeah, I get it, game. There we go. 5 kilometers to run out of 175. Yeah, he's just passing through Kassel, I think. Where is he? Has he gotten there yet? No, he's not. He's moving at 80 kilometers an hour. I need to zoom the map out. Come on! Let me zoom the map out, game. Come on. Come on, stop it, mouse wheel. Goodness gracious. Do have an 80 limit coming up. 3.5 kilometers to go. I'll actually manually slow the train down to 80 just to Is he stopped in Kassel? That'd be pretty terrible. No, he's going through right now. And I think he's got a red signal as well, annoyingly. There's another train approaching, I think. No, it's just an illusion. Alright. Let's have a look. Nah, it's too far away with the drone camera. Yeah, he's fully no, he's just moving, but RA98 service to Tracer. So yeah, he is gradually getting moving. And it's not a long train either. So, hey. So yeah, we will start. We are rolling backward, game. There we go. Wonder what. Okay, LZB zone is ending. Right, let's give her some welly. Please. Supposed to be moving. There we go. Hold the button until we get moving. There we go. Oh, never mind. What the? Why? I think it's Sander online. Come on, get moving. We're not moving properly. If anything, we're starting to roll backward. Yeah, we're still rolling backward. Come on. Get moving. Give it some kilonewtons, game. Come on. There we go. Just needed to give it some extra welly. Please throttle. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, crap. Come on. There goes a talent 2. Nice. I believe that is actually included with the route, even though it's only used as AI. Right. As the B zone has ended. There we go. We have 1.56 kilometers to go. It's just over a mile. We've covered the vast majority of our trip. And when I see vast majority, like, yeah, like, properly that. Like, this trip is being taken ages. signal.
Zugbeeinflussung.
1000 Hertz magnet in effect. Got you. Don't know when you're supposed to move to Stuttgart. Come on, stop zooming in, mouse wheel. Goodness gracious. Yeah, that red signal, we have a clear signal until we get to our destination. Can't believe how long it was. It's how long it took for us to get off that hill start done properly. Hopefully I'm not holding anyone else up, but hey, it is what it is. 900 meters to go. There's another 185 with a, looks like a mixed train, another mixed train. Yeah, I do not want to mess this stop up. Yeah, it will probably get a 500 Hertz magnet in a minute, and then that means we go all the way down to 20 kilometers an hour, because otherwise it'll penalize us. I'll start getting down to 20 kilometers an hour riding, because it will pull the 500 Hertz magnet on me, and I do not want that to do it when it's too late. Here is Kassel Wilhelmshöhe after a very long time. Yeah, there we go, 500 Hertz magnet, what did I tell you? Oh, was that Stuttgart train waiting for me? Yeah, he was moving. He's moving now. No! Speed up! Okay, it didn't count. It didn't count. Thank goodness. Come on, get to the destination. We're so close. Probably the longest continuous run I've ever done in the BR 101. Meters to go. Oh no. Oh no. Too late. Oh, I'm going to get such an early stop. No! No, 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 no. Come on. Come on. Yeah, this is so close to a red signal that, yeah, I'm going to have to be very careful. Phew, we didn't stop. Thank heavens. I think I'll do a bit of an early stop just to be safe. full service. Ooh, pretty much perfect. Wait for a moment, okay. Let's apply the direct brake just to keep the train in place. And yeah, welcome to Kassel Wilhelmshöhe after a insane trip. Alright. And yeah, there we go. An hour 43 minutes, 182.7 kilometers, and 8 meters walked. Oh. Whoa. Look at the number of points. I'm only 13 points away from level 13 on the Expert 101. And look how many points I got. That is absolutely insane. So yeah, that'll be all for this video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.